The Rap Round Table.
Yes, sir. The Rap Round Table is back with another edition, another rendition, another installment of the lunch hour. It's been long.
It's been a minute.
Rap Round Table has delivered a lunch hour, but like we said, we only gonna bring these out when news happens.
Yeah.
Just so happened that on his blog, J. Cole has put out a new snippet, or pardon me, a new song
Full song.
that's almost 4 minutes long. I can't believe it. A 4-minute song in 2025? Holy shit. But the Rap Round Table is back. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe option. Stop what you're doing right now because we had a comment to tell us in our last episode to hit the like button, hit the subscribe option, and remember to turn off the notification bell because every now and again, YouTube forgets to notify people when we're on the air. You know, YouTube has a lot of people on here, so we're not mad at YouTube for not letting people know. But hit the bell, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Stay locked into the Rap Round Table. 400 likes on each and every video. Follow us across the socials. If you're not paying attention, we have our ticket at the bottom. Like, comment, and subscribe. We need 400 plus on every video, etc. Lock in. But before we get into the J. Cole of it all, you know, I want to thank everybody who takes the time to tune in to the Rap Round Table. You know what I mean? They lock in. Our statistics have been doing really well. We're growing, but we can say our statistics are doing well. But the fact of the matter is people who are choosing to press play and watch us talk about what some would call nothing, right? We call it culture. We call it cloth. We call it hip hop. The reality is, you could tap into the Rap Round Table and there's other cats where people would rather hear white noise than hear you speak, right? We're the 3%ers. Niggas would rather hear silence than hear you speak. Be mindful of that. You've become a parasite to your own platform. So when you think about the Rap Round Table, the people like us over here, even the motherfuckers that don't like us over here, they still rock with us.
Facts.
You know what's that phrase? What's that called, Mace?
Appreciate
X-Pac
y'all.
heat?
Yes,
I'd rather get real heat than X-Pac's heat. I'd rather not be viewed. You so bad that the competition is begging your boss to do right and fix the brand. How bad do you have to be for the ops to say, yo, bro, y'all niggas are so bad, we don't even want to be ops no more. Fix this shit. But I digress.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who presses play, locks in with the Rap Round Table. Again, we like to have fun, to have a good time. Don't bark up this tree because this tree will fall on you. You know what I'm saying?
Great
Fall on you, man.
J. Cole had a tree fall on him that he cut down himself about 6 months ago.
Whoa. Hold up. What a fucking segue, bro.
Damn.
Hey, you know,
What a segue.
Bro.
I'm
Right?
feeling good tonight. I'm feeling
Heavy.
good. In the midst of that
Pretty
tree
good.
falling, he's back outside. He's trying to regain his footing. He had Puerto Antonio. It was all right. But Clouds is out. And I like what I'm seeing the rap star.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Well, it seems to be redemption week. You know what I mean? We had Aubrey drop.
Right.
And now we got Cole dropping too. And I'm gonna tell the truth. There was, the Drake project, it wasn't all fire, but there was a couple joints I liked in there. I couldn't hate on everything.
Right.
And now Cole drops. I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck.
Since it disappointed people that he didn't completely pan that out.
No, people was literally legitimately mad at me that I didn't give it a 0 out of 10.
Sin is not paid off, guys. He can like what he likes.
And now Cole drops out of nowhere on his let me check my notes on his blog. What year is this?
Yeah.
20,
blog.
2012? All right. But jokes aside, I actually like the idea of him dropping stuff on his blog. It feels like he wants to rewind the time and take it back to, like a bygone era, like the era that he came up in the blog era and everything. You know what I mean? So I jokes aside, I kind of appreciate that. So he drops Clouds on his blog. And I gotta say, this joint is kind of fire. it's kind of fire, man.
Kind
like
of fire.
I don't have really any complaints about it.
Lightly fire.
Like now look, the production. I'm not gonna say like I love the beat.
Yo,
or
Dini,
anything
log
like
out and
that.
log back in.
I'm not gonna say I love the beat and the production of it all, but like it laid the proper groundwork for him to get his bars off, and he had a lot of bars on this, man. The flow went crazy, the cadence, the pocket work, everything about it, the mixing, beautifully made. I don't know when's the last time I heard a song drop on a blog that was mixed this professionally, but you know what I mean? Like he did his thing on this, you know what I mean? It seemed like he was getting a lot of like idle thoughts off of his mind,
Right.
which I can appreciate. I know that since, you know, I mean, I don't know, but I can only guess that since the apology heard around the world, you know what I mean, he's been at home, dropping his podcast, dropping a blog, having a lot of thoughts
in front of how many people, Joe? How many people?
I mean? In front of
Was it 52,000 of his people? So, yeah.
So I
don't understand why they always get mad at us when we bring that up. We didn't do anything wrong. He did it.
So I know he has a lot of thoughts just circling his mind, and I appreciate the fact that he got a lot of those thoughts off here. So overall, I think it was fine. However, I wouldn't be me if I didn't critique it earnestly. I mean, there was a couple of bars that I was like, I don't know if you could get those off just yet, bro. Matter of fact, he led off the very first bar. Please believe these flows teach egos to freeze and then recede. Who are you making freeze and recede? Because the last time I checked, you were the one that froze up on stage and receded out of the battle. So to lead off with that bar, I don't know, bro. It might have been better left off of this song. You know what I mean? And then there was a few other bars that I think might have, you know what I mean, might have been a little subby, might have been a little.
Hold on, Sid, don't clean the plate. Let the other guys eat.
All right, I got you. But there were a couple joints on there. You know what I mean? Not a chain on my neck, but shine like baguettes. Who was most recently, you know what I mean, in the press with people talking about his chain. Listen, I'm all right. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna pass it off. But overall, I like this joint. I like this joint a good whole lot.
Sid got his rabbit ears up like, you know, that other guy who catches everything that's said and cries about it 2 days later.
Shit,
that other guy.
You know what I mean? Mesito, you're here. For the first time in about half a year, you can be an innocent bystander in some rap shit. Woo! They cold drop clouds. It sounds pretty good. Well, what are your thoughts?
No tomatoes today, Jarv. You right. Listen, sounds like, you know, the rap snob spoke, you know what I'm saying? But it sounded like PG Sin took that personal towards the end. You know what I mean? We'll speak about that later.
I heard he got his A chain in the mail today.
Officially?
Yeah.
It's not as icy. It's not as icy. It wasn't dancing. It's not dancing like the joint.
You know, I seen him run around Harlem one time. I had to know he checked Sin at least one time. You know what I'm saying? After ASAP Ferg, it was over to Sin.
He came and checked in. You know what I mean? We chilled over by Riverside.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
when I tap into Harlem, you know what I mean? I call Sin as well. Kenny, you better do it.
Yes, some dirty kitchen food and all that.
You heard? You know this spot. Pause.
Got the B grade with the food slap.
You know what I mean? Went over to Harlem Public real quick.
You know where the bulletproof glass is at. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Right. But let's get to the record. I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds good to hear J. Cole back in his element. I feel like this is a good move for him. You know, right? We right on off the week of, you know, Sexy Sounds for You, the Drake, the OVO shit. And just like I said, the best thing for him to do was to get back in his element. I gotta be consistent and say the same thing about J. Cole. And he's delivering top-notch bars here. You know what I mean? We had a conversation not too long ago. it went semi-viral, like like the Drake song.
Oh, you mean people care about what we say?
Hey man, every now and then,
Just a little bit.
it
Not
feels
bad.
good. It
Not
feels
bad for
good.
saying nothing.
Son.
You know what I mean? even those who say we have nothing to say care.
They
But
care the most.
they care the most.
Jesus.
He has a point. But I gotta be consistent. You know what I mean? J. Cole, this is his element. This is what he's supposed to be doing. I wasn't as offended as Sin. I didn't feel like there were any like super boastful bars. I was like, this is exactly how J. Cole is supposed to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like he's supposed to rap top notch. He's not really threatening anybody. He's not burying MCs. He's not calling out ops. You know what I'm saying? He's putting words together at the best that somebody could do in the field right now, as good as anybody can do in the field right now. You know what I mean? Like I said about the semi-viral clip we had, you know what I mean? When we had the conversation about who's rapping best right now, I'm not, this was before GNX, right? Let's remember that, guys. This was before GNX. But we did have the conversation about the high level that J. Cole was rapping at, you know what I mean? And, post Grippy, pause, you know what I mean? Like, everything that he's been rapping has been at this level, whether it's Port Antonio, whether it's the record with Daylight. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, I can't be mad at J. Cole trying to get back into his bag, doing what he's supposed to do. I appreciated the record. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's leading to. It very much seems, all of these guys like to say, oh, I just felt like doing it, and it's a rollout the whole time. So that whole write-up he had about it, I was just possessed to post this record. You know what I mean? No, he got people he's paying millions that's telling him how to integrate himself back into the game. You know what I mean? Be humble. You know what I'm saying? Make it seem like you just love the art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know the game, bro. Like, so that whole thing, it's whatever.
The whole
whatever.
thing about he didn't have a title for the song till like 20 minutes ago.
Come on.
Meanwhile, this shit is fully mixed and mastered.
Untitled, man.
Like
Untitled.
that shit was mixed and mastered impeccably.
You gotta sell it, man. You gotta sell it.
I gotta take for what Mace was just talking about too, bro. Because we on the same timing right now.
You know what I'm saying? So like all of that whole about how he put out the record, how the record's being released. Nah, you know what I mean? I could do away with that. I'm not buying into any of that. You know what I'm saying? But we the rap round table, and that motherfucker was rapping. So I gotta give him his credit there.
Absolutely.
D need a balance. Got the service locked in finally.
Yes, sir.
You're somewhere in the matrix, but you locked in now. J. Cole, Clouds, Deanie's thoughts.
That must have been the Dreamville niggas fucking up my Wi-Fi for past discretions I've had. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we Dreamville ops at this point.
You feel me?
We kicked Cole back in for a long
several times.
We kicked this back into the top of this episode. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do. That's what we do.
And salute to Kendrick. What I will say, you remember when Kendrick said, "I love Drake with the melodies"? Well, I love Cole with the introspection. And I got a lot of this. I got classic Cole. The Cole I've been fucking with for the last few years, the sharp, witty bars, the world building narratives, you know what I'm saying? The deep introspection, like the messages within the music. I got that in this record. He sounded invigorated. He sounded like he was rapping with purpose, and I appreciated all that. I just feel like we could blame us for this too. When your back's against the wall, you start throwing shit, hoping it sticks, because you're trying to get out of that bad mojo that you in. You got the bad juju on. You're trying to find a way to get back into your footing. And I feel like this song sounds like so, granted the title shit is bullshit, but the song sounds very organic. It sounds like when he was in the studio, he was relaxed. He didn't rush. The pocket is there. I like the beat. The beat is what was necessary for the song. It didn't overamp the song, and it gave you a lot of time to listen to the lyrics instead of just vibing to the beat.
Like the Primo and Rock Marcy joint, like I said.
But no. No.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Salute to you, but no. I feel like this is the bag he needs to be in. Like I know you heard the jabs, but the jabs were so subtle. It felt like old Cole, because old Cole was always subtle jabs. He never really took direct hits at people. So this is a step in the right direction. You know, from it's too late to apologize to this. This is a great step. I'm here for it. And if I get an album full of shit like this is the type of shit I love from Cole. This is like we were saying. We used to pan Cole, bro. Like I used to be very hard on this brother. Pause, you know, and he brought me around because the words were so sharp. It was hard to ignore the lyrical dexterity, the ability, and all the intangibles he brought as a rapper. Like not to mention the flows. Like we got to keep it a buck. Like J. Cole got flows as he showed on this song. But stay in this whatever this lane is, this J. Cole lane. Please stay in this lane. I hate to box the nigga in because, like I said, I hate doing that to people too. But you got to earn back your graces, good brother. He may not feel like he needs to, but I'm sure he does know he needs to because he hears what the community is saying, whether young or old. That shit that was some weak shit, but this is a great record. I like this. Great start.
I think that he definitely cares about ingratiating himself back into the community. And I think the approach that he did with this particular song speaks to that. Not only was he like introspective, but he definitely took a approach where he was like overviewing or monologuing himself and rap overall on the song. Like he's definitely in a space where he's reflective. Yeah, there was some bravado there. I don't think you're gonna be able to rap without having bravado at the level that he rhymes at. At that, he's not some Johnny Come Lately who sneaks in a good verse maybe every 15 verses. He's one of the best in the world at rapping. When people get at us about, oh, y'all gonna have to give Cole his flowers back. In fact, we've never taken a pedal away from J. Cole's ability to rap. I think maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I speak for the team when I say at the core of our issues with J. Cole is the fact that you were good enough to get in the ring with Kendrick. You were the better opponent for Kendrick. That's been the crux of the argument this entire time. You spent 5-6 years proving you were worthy. And when the time came, and maybe there was some behind the scenes things that we would never be privy to where he was like, I just wanted a friendly fade. This is not what I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he heard some of the shit that Drake was going to try to quote reveal against Kendrick, and he was like, yo, this is nasty. I don't want nothing to do with this. Because if memory serves me correctly, chat, fellas, let me know if I'm wrong. J. Cole bowed out before the PDF shit came out, if memory serves me right. Because I'm not even sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So it was like, he made a decision to get out of it very early. And you know what? We didn't like it. We still don't like it because we believe and we know that it wouldn't have went the way it went with Drake. Them two guys would have took some shots at each other. I think Cole would have probably got lit up by Kendrick early because Kendrick was on demon time. But I think Cole's the kind of guy, the kind of rapper, because of his disposition, he would have needed to get punched on to get invigorated and then rap harder. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell his heart wasn't in 7-minute drill. It just wasn't. You know what I mean? And then the response was what it was. People trying to, I hate the shit that internet niggas do now when they try to revise history. But in real time, when 7-minute drill drop, we didn't like it. Hip hop didn't like it. All the notable bloggers, notable personalities. It's like, it's cool, but it didn't move the needle.
It didn't move
if it moved the needle and it was fire, he would not have deleted it. His heart wasn't in it, and then he got a reaction to a song where his heart wasn't in it. But then when we hear shit like this, the beat, the sonics, and again, we talk about hip hop changing, like I can't explain that beat. I'll leave that to Sin. But you can hear a sonical change in rap to where that kind of beat don't sound like we've heard before. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to credit nobody because they go, oh, well, G and X. You know it's gonna be a Kendrick fan. They be, oh, well, G and X got niggas changing their shit. I'm not jumping out the window and saying that. What I'm saying is niggas is changing the way they approach making rap music, and that's all we can ask for. And the thing is, when Cole is on that kind of BPM with that flow, he's one of the best, if not the best. Yeah. He love that shit. It's almost like that's like Kobe one dribble elbow pull up. That's water for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Each and every time.
Easy money.
So it's like we're always gonna give J. Cole his flowers when it comes to rapping because he's one of the best in the world at it. But it be the peripheral shit that get niggas right. Anything he does now on the periphery is gonna make us look at this nigga a little bit sideways. Because Mesito talked about it where he's like he knows that he has to like inch his way back into the culture. And it's funny that you brought that up because I was thinking that shit too. Because I'm reading this shit. Just wanted to share. Made this a few weeks ago. Then I added a second verse and was like, man, I got a blog now. I can put whatever I want up there. I didn't have a title 20 minutes ago when I decided to put this up, but now I got one. Clouds, produced by blah, 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 blah. Bro, we don't need no Moesha blog entries. We don't need that.
Red, yo, hold on. I picture him like Rev Run in the bathtub with the BlackBerry.
Oh shit!
Like we don't need that.
We good.
We don't need that. You don't. The thing is, and I know it's easy for me to say because I'm not in that spot, but don't become so hyper self-aware that you gotta take approaches like this where you could tell he double dutching. He's scared to jump in with both feet. So you're trying to be, what's the phrase I'm looking for? He's trying to be as earnest as he can be to this shit while still rhyming and saying things. It's like, hold on. If you're gonna do that, all we want you to do is rap.
He's kind of walking on eggshells right now.
Right. And I hate that for him, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because you want to be because thing is Sincere was talking about it, and I'm about to pass it back to him in a second. Because I caught some bars too, Sin. He says they claim they're real, but seldom straightforward.
Yep. I caught
Ain't
that
no
one
time
too.
limit to get at you. You ain't ever too old. Who you talking to, Cole?
Who are you?
Like you writing these earnest blog entries and hesitating. You hezzy pump fake. Either you is or you ain't. Now back to now I give Sincere.
You ain't, man.
I'm passing it back to Sid now because he was on that pathway, and I think he was the best person because he's talking to Kendrick. We know,
look, man. Because I laid out the first bar of the whole joint, and look, I'll give him this credit. You know what I mean? He didn't go as far as saying like I'm the best, I'm the GOAT, I'm the king. You know what I mean? Like at least he didn't do that.
Right.
Like,
that's what I gave him credit for.
On the first listen, I was like, okay. On the surface, he didn't jump out the window with the claims. But when you really dig beneath the surface, and this goes to what Jar was saying, it's gonna be like, at least for us. I mean, he has his fans that's probably not gonna, think no two ways about it. But for certain people like us, we're gonna be dissecting the bars, and we're like, oh, what do you mean by that? You know what I mean? Like the first bar, please believe these flows teach egos to freeze and then recede. They claim they're real, but they're seldom straightforward. Who are you talking about there? You know what I mean? Not a chain on my neck, but shine like baguettes. Who you talking about there? I mean, and it could look.
That's like the whole rap game, though.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
it could just be wordplay.
And Kenny's been very straightforward, so I didn't think of Kenny when I heard that.
You know what I mean? But all right, but I'm just saying, like the timing.
But I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I got
the timing of it all. You know what I mean? He's talking about, billionaires who don't care the world's gonna break, long as they make money off it. Pain brings profit. You know what I mean? Again, those could just be bars, but if you dig really deep into it, it could be like, a commentary on what's going on with UNG, which I kind of have a question about, and I have a question to Mace about it.
Sure.
Because he's saying he's free to just drop this music on the blog because now he has his blog. Isn't he also under UMG ultimately? Dreamville, Interscope, UMG?
Right. So right.
So
don't be asking the questions you don't want the answers to.
Right. Like Sid, you want the money. I can't correct you there.
The black hand of dilution. Okay.
So, I mean, apparently he could drop shit anyway.
Sid from 30,
Yeah.
Sid saw you see. Remember that scene in The Matrix where Neo grabbed the rope and stopped the fucking helicopter from crashing into the building, where like he was holding the shit and he was trying to save Morpheus. And Morpheus was like, he's starting to believe. Sincere's eyes are starting to open. He's starting to believe. There's some shit going on here that's well above our pay grade.
Yeah,
black hand.
It is.
And look, ultimately, again, the bar work was impeccable. It's just a few bars that I caught here and there that I don't know, they didn't sit quite well with me. Like he said, I proceed with caution, and I'm not flossing. Unlike some, I'm not defined by my fortune. Who is he talking about there? You know what I mean? And on top of that, motherfucker, you're rich as fuck. You talking about all of this?
Sincere, he wears sweats and t-shirts. He's not
He's not
defined by
defined.
his
He's
money.
not defined by
get
his
He
it.
fortune,
rides
though.
bikes and
I
has
get
He's
it.
dreads.
not
He's not
defined by
defined
his
by his
fortune.
money.
I get
He's
it.
talking to a
I get
capitalist
it.
here.
I get
Could
it.
be Hove. Could be
I
Drake.
get it. I get it. It could be a lot of people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It could just
Or
be
maybe he
general
just has-
commentary about everybody.
Or maybe he just doing the rapper thing where he has a phantom nigga. It's nobody. He just talking
Everybody
to.
gets
That's
it.
what I
You know what I
think.
mean?
Yeah.
It could be.
A
It could
phantom
be.
op.
I'm just saying. Look, it could be a phantom op. I'm just saying, all three of these guys, Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole, they don't have the luxury of having phantom ops anymore. Honestly,
Talk about it.
Well,
they don't.
like
They can't have
because
phantom
our
ops.
ears perk up. I get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't. And when if it's Kendrick, you know he's talking about somebody. It's not a back and forth about is he or isn't he? Like, you know he's talking about.
You know what? What if Cole has remorse? Like, in hindsight, he think about like, yo, I fucked up. I shouldn't have stepped back.
I
And
think he
and
slightly does.
And I think he's like eventually creeping back forward to maybe circling back on that situation. Because he couldn't, bro. I don't care. Like the Kendrick fans can get mad at me all they want. I am a fan of rap. That would have been a great squabble, bro. Kendrick was not gonna steamroll J. Cole, my nigga.
You don't think there's
my
some part
theory-
of Cole that he sees what's going on and he's like, yo, that apology might have been the smartest thing I've ever done. You don't
For
think
sure.
like
Well, that's pussy then, though,
Drake?
Oh shit!
I'm not trying to save this man.
Well,
I'm just
damn.
saying though, when you look at the
Versus
outcome,
21.
you're not lying. But when you
Saying
look at the
the
outcome,
other nigga really got his ass beat. Good thing I stayed up in the crib. That's
hey, we've seen it. We've seen it.
Yo,
Would you be
I
shocked?
cannot give that credit.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's credit. I'm just saying that could be a possibility of train of thought, bro.
I love Mace because
my theory
Mace
is
has
this.
always been on this time, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
I got to. You know what I'm saying? My theory is that he really was Kenny. I'm talking about.
Mhm.
He really was going at both of them with the anticipation that I want Drake's top commercial spot and I want Cole's top rap spot, and Cole completely folded. You know what I mean? I do think he wanted to engage him on some hip hop shit.
Yeah.
I got the question. Adini, I thought you was gonna ask it. I'm surprised you didn't, but I'll ask it now.
What's up?
Does Cole feel a way that he spent all this time curating, best rapper, hot album, doing it for the culture, and then here comes Kendrick with one project in a battle, and now rap is
That's
back,
cool.
guys. All of a sudden,
Shit.
with Cole,
Shit.
with Cole been doing this. I thought you was gonna ask that, but I'm gonna ask the
But
panel.
he's not doing that like this though.
But
In
Cole
terms when you said
been-
like
he partnered without a feature. He been doing it. He been
This is all
like
true.
Cole gotta feel away, my nigga. I've been
Absolutely.
this guy. I even rap with the
Yeah.
Griselda niggas. How he get to
GNX is
get
a
all the
different
credit?
sound. It's the sound, I think, though, you know. But I get it, especially if you a rapidy rap nigga. You've been rapping these hard bars for the last 5-6 years. You've turned fans around. People
Feature
that hated
Cole.
you love you now.
Feature
Yeah,
run, bars everywhere.
on top
And
of a
this
lot
guy
of people's
shows up.
top 5 lists at the moment.
Top
Yeah.
one. He went back to back on that list.
On our list, yeah.
Right.
And here come this guy.
We're
I
claiming
feel
the
away.
spot.
And here's
I
the
feel
thing.
away.
Here's the thing. I'm going back to had he not thrown his hat in the ring in all of this, we wouldn't be right here right now having this conversation about this song. You know what I mean? He would have dropped this song. Maybe the battle would have happened, and if he had not dropped 7 Minute Drill and not thrown his hat in the ring and would have just like stood on the
We
sideline,
would have got the fall off last year.
and we might have gotten the album earlier, right? But maybe, just maybe, he still decides, you know what? I'm a hang back while these two settle what they got to settle, and I'm gonna come back when I feel the time is right. And if he drops this song right now, we would have been going through this whole song and not thought nothing of the bars.
True.
We would not have thought, oh, maybe this is going at Kendrick. We would not thought maybe this is going at Drake, because he said something about AI also near the end of the song. I caught that and I was like, oh, maybe he's talking about Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he would, you know what I mean? He would have been able to get all of this off without
But
us
can he
dissecting
even
it
talk about Drake?
in terms of the context. You know what I mean? But now, since he threw himself in the ring and backed out, he's always going to be involved in it, and that's just the end of the story. And a lot of Cole fans are going to be mad at this take and our takes and our involving him and that over dissecting the bars and everything. But that is what it is because he decided to make the move that he made. You know what I mean? 8 months ago.
But you know what? Let's be fair to J. Cole as a show now. Let's stop bringing up Dreamville Fest. He's trying his best to roll out with this new project. This song is fire, and I don't want that to get lost in the side conversation. All four of us think this song is heat.
Song
This
is
is
dope.
true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now we're all hands on deck, and we're gonna look towards the fall off. He better drop it on. I don't want to get it on the blog either. You better drop it on the DSPs. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's gonna be. You know what? For the sake of being earnest as a pod, every now and again, if he say some slick shit, we're gonna have to dissect it.
Right.
And I think the problem is because of the canon event that was Dreamville Fest, it's gonna be hard for what he's put us in a position is. It makes it difficult for us to dissect the bars and think, is he talking to such and such without going back to why did he quit that? Because that's really like the if not this, then why that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
tough. But we like the
yeah,
music.
We got the credit is due. The bars are there. You know what I mean?
He's
Like
definitely rapping.
he's as nice as he's ever been. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. So I
Facts.
salute to him there. You know what I mean? If you know, we waiting on the fall off, bro. We been waiting on the fall off before the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like Cole, you was the one. So
And
we
you
all
got a
gonna be
lot
waiting to
speak
listen.
on. A lot to speak on.
Hey man, I think we can leave it right there. Great reaction.
Yes, sir.
You know, some people is it a review or a reaction? We're reacting. We're talking about the
Niggas.
culture abroad and how these songs and these subs reverberate throughout the space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to
Facts.
talk about it, whether it makes you uncomfortable, whether you agree or disagree, whether you think we're not saying anything. We're gonna talk about it. But I digress. This is the lunch hour. It's your boy Job, Cecilia Rap Snob, the homie Mesito, Dini the Balance, and as always, Dini, take us home, man.
You already know what it is. We here at the lunch hour bringing you heat. Shout out to the whole chat. You know we love y'all. Hit the like button. Shout out to Jarvie, the motherfucking point guard. Shout out to Sincere, the motherfucking rap snob. Shout out to Mesito, the motherfucking voice. And I'm Dini, the motherfucking balance. With our powers combined. It's the Rap Roundtable lunch hour. You dig? Out of nowhere, without no fear, we here.
3%ers, you heard?
Yeah.